All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. What's going on? Chappy Chappy. Okay.
MCB horn, MCB horn, MCB horn, MCB horn, MCB horn, MCB horn, MCB horn.
MCB horn, MCB horn, MCB horn, MCB horn. Oh man, Chappy Chappy, thanks so much for the resub.
Awesome combo!
That was very nice. MCB horn, MCB horn. Okay. All right. Okay. I knew some things. That was way more. That was so incredibly rich. Okay, so here's what's immediately clear to me with this stuff. Here's what's immediately clear to me, that they've been working on this for a long time, and it sounded like they were working on it before Homecoming was announced, so they had like so much time to put into more and more stuff, and it's like they just kept making more and more stuff. And when I thought about like Thronebreaker, and like how it's like 30 plus hours of dialogue and like in 11 different languages and all this other stuff, that just seemed like the fact that they could add in a reimagined Gwent and then add it to all the work that was already done to Thronebreaker and somehow get this wrapped up and shipped in 6 months or whenever they had to make that decision. I thought, boy, and they're going to do Gwent Homecoming? And they're going to get Gwent Homecoming rebuilt from the ground up and rebalance it and get it into a state that'll be playable in 6 months. Like building a brand new engine and a brand new game with a brand new deck building system and loose ties and like spiritual successors, but otherwise a wide new way to play the game. I thought between those two tasks, surely that was pretty ambitious. And then somehow they showed me some new systems that would put in place that I can't even imagine how much more time that could have taken. And I know that teams work on different things. I understand that. But the amount of work that they were doing already seemed like maybe they were already pulling from other teams. Like I know some artists did UI and stuff like that. So I thought maybe they just wouldn't really have the bandwidth to do something like this, and I would say that I had very low expectations for changes in things like profiles and rank system and stuff that probably I wouldn't have thought would have been prioritized over making sure gameplay was great and making sure that like the game and the mechanics and everything was working. But that shows what I know. Nothing. I did not know. I mean, I didn't even think achievements would ever make it to... What card game has achievements? Well, there's probably a lot of card games that have achievements, but I know that like there's a lot of dryness in the card game achievement space, and this was like a tidal wave. And it rewards what you want to do, what you want to collect, how you want to do it. Like if you want to be really good with your faction, you have like a lot of stuff to dig into. If you just like want to focus on one faction, it seems like you are encouraged, you get more of those factions cards over time. Like if you just want to focus like, okay, I want to be a monsters player, it sounds like you're like set up to be, you can be an expert on monsters and still be like fairly low level. Like for the new player experience, you start off as like on the road to a mastery, and that's very, very trackable and very, very show-offable. And then I guess when you have like most of these, like I wonder how much I'm going to have when things start off. Like I'm not level 100. I only got level 88, which, you know, I mean, the time that I spent in Gwent was closed beta heavy and stuff, but I do play a lot of Gwent, and 88 is a lot. But I mean, a lot of streamers and content creators and hardcore fans and a lot of people in this channel. Like I know, like shout out to Gulo, at least I know he's level 100. Level 100 is difficult to achieve. It is a lot of time you have to spend. He was right when he said, you know, once you hit level 80 or 70, like the next level is like hours and hours and hours and hours of gameplay away from like just the next one level. And it, like he said 7,000, like, but I think that probably like between 80 and 100, I wouldn't be surprised if that was like 2,500 matches. Like I wouldn't be surprised. It just seems like the bar just doesn't fill. yeah, it takes a long time, and it just seems like, and then the prestiging stuff, oh, they didn't have to do that, but that's awesome. Like, I love that. And like, as you prestige, your kegs get better and better and better and better. Like, I hope they have a lot of stuff to spend dust on, because it sounds like they just give you so much for playing that you're just going to have so many ways to spend and get everything. Like, I hope my shelf, I want to be able to fill my shelf, right? It really seems like that's possible for people who are playing a lot. Like, it doesn't seem like you're chasing 100% like it's going to be, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard. It's never felt that hard, really, with the amount of free stuff CDP has already always given. I mean, in light of some of the games that are, you know, like Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering Arena recently, and maybe not so recently, heavily criticized for the economy and what's required to invest to be competitive. And, you know, the news about Artifact, where it's like cards are going to be basically like you pay to play. You don't have like a system where you grind cards. Then again, a lot of information is not completely and officially released for Artifact, so don't hang on that. But that's what I've understood. You pay in like you play Magic the Gathering, which is fine in the respect that if you want to take Artifact as seriously as Magic the Gathering, that should be fine. But Magic the Gathering also has its own economy limitations for playing and stuff. So it just seems like Gwent is the game that you don't have like an economy restriction, and if anything, gaining your economy stuff is going to be more of a pleasure than ever. So like you get stuff as you get stuff, and then you get more stuff. And then on top of that, as you're playing ranked, if you're playing Skellige and you want to build up your Skellige tree and get all your Skellige unlocks, you're also getting a special faction MMR rating that's increasing for Skellige, so you can show off that you're like, you know, Skellige is your jam, right? Skellige is your grape jelly. So it's just like, it's not even like for the hardcore fan, it's like you have 660 achievements and like 2,000 nodes to unlock. Okay, yeah, thank you. Considering that this isn't even an expanded upon game yet, that does sound kind of unbelievable. And then for the casual player, you are engaged immediately. Let me tell you, I started up a Smurf. That grind from level 1 to level 10 to unlocked rank, resident sleeper. Even if you're like me, like I'm stomping everybody obviously on my Smurf, and I feel terrible about it, but even that is not fast enough. Like I'm putting games away like faster than ever. You know, you get a lot of concedes, you get a lot of misplay concedes, and it still takes days and days and days to get level 1 to 10. If only there was something rewarding I could do in the meantime. So, I mean, it just looks so good. I'm just like reacting right now. I haven't even looked at the chat yet. So, I'm gonna talk to you guys now. This will be the extent of the stream today, but I did want to hang out with you guys. I'm really tired. I'm really super spacey. I just need to like get my life reorganized here. I got some stuff to work on for graphics and stuff for Homecoming for the Patreon, and I got to figure out what I'm doing for the podcast, and I'm behind on posting audio for the podcast, and I've got videos I still want to release for Homecoming from some of my highlights on Twitch, and I've been gone for a week, so there's some stuff going on. But I do want to hang out with you guys just for a little bit longer, at least till 2 o'clock, right? So let's just chill. David Rodriguez Jr., McBee Smurf Bully. Let me just how good is this client here? Can I scroll up and see my my ads? All right. I'm gonna scroll up a lot here and see any ads here, so I can at least address the people who want to chat with me. Dun. All right, that's pretty high here. So let's see. What are you guys saying? Somebody saying rip Ocean Mud about Airden stuff. This is all still your reacting. Yeah, I mean your reactions were pretty awesome, man. You guys were like my inner mind. You guys were like just like what was happening in my mind. Tomorrow morning hints at 9 a.m. CST McBearded. Oh man, well maybe I can use the jet lag to my advantage and actually wake up comfortably for a 3 a.m. stream. But I don't know if that's true. Did they already announce it? A stream for tomorrow morning? They said morning. Yeah, it's something that's another thing is gonna happen immediately. Oh yeah, you know what? I'll just wake up. So Levitch Taliana on Wednesdays and Fridays gets up like super early to get on the train. So I'll just wake up with her. But hopefully that's still early enough that I can like exist for a moment before the stream starts. I actually don't want to start. It'd be weird if I started streaming. I can't, like, it's people live, like, I don't live alone in this house, so I'm not going to be able to like do a lot at 3 a.m. I'm not going to be able to talk a lot, or like, I mean, we might just be watching the stream, but waking up together, hype, Gulo. All right, what's going on? That was Chappy's resub. Thanks again. Sushant, I see you in there. What's going on? Shadow of Death, Pyramid Head, how's it going? Tigsar. Regaderic, how's it going? Hybrid Shadow, Kazu9. You guys seem pretty happy with what we saw today. I agree. Gustavink, how's it going? Vasio, thanks for stopping by. Roach is back. Mirror Cats, how you doing? Good to see you. There's another old OG, just like Baba Yaga. Mirror Cats. Mirror Cats was the guy who got me into the closed beta. I was probably gonna get in, probably over time, but he was the one who made sure that I got my day one. So thank you, Mirror Cats. What's up, Chotaran? How you doing, Milocaster? Blackwing, how you doing? Prestige, yeah, you like that stuff? I like it too. Blue-Eyed Bunny, what's going on? Yeah, although they give you free stuff if you watch it on Twitch, you know, super generous, right? Compared to Artifact, where you can't unlock cards for rewards, this is insane. Free to play. I feel like it's it honestly seems like a truly free game, like so free, like not like carrot dangle, right? Like it seems like, and you're working towards like really fun stuff too. And yeah, there's going to be leader skins in game from launch day, like launch day leader skins, and it doesn't look like they're too insane. It looks like they're like maybe slight palette swap or maybe some like little bits, but like that's okay with me. I don't want to be like Aridin the Clown on day one. Please God, no Aridin the Clown, please. None of that stuff. No Easter Bunny Brewer. I don't want any of that stuff. If I have any say in that, I want everything to be witchery, I guess. Like Geralt has like a lot of different outfits. You could like the Nilfgaardian formal wear. Well, Geralt's not a hero, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like they've done stuff like Morvran the general, but Morvran maybe like just in like formal clothes or something. Brewer Santa Claus, like, no, I don't want that stuff. Aridin Hawaii shirt. No pool party Aridin. Don't do it. Oh man, how did I like Soviet Brewer? What did it say? Elder Bear Brewer? I didn't see how that was Soviet Brewer. I don't get it. Don't know what you mean. ASMR. What? Hybrid Shadow? I don't know what you're talking about. What are all those bottles in the background? Yeah. One of them's the Nilfgaard Ale. One of them's the this is your White Flame dancing on the graves of his foes, Nilfgaardian Pale Ale. These are empty though. They're empty, so I'm not traveling with liquid usually, but I also just, I don't know. It's not like I care about the beer is good. I think you drink them at the event. Northern Champion, which may have been they wanted to make it for the first Challenger, but they didn't release it. So this one was never like an official like event beer. Like we just had it one time we were there for like one of the opens, I think. And this one's Miner's Habit Scoia'tael beer, which is pretty funny. I like how they like made this. They all like make them look like they're like different beers from different companies. And the Skellige one looked like craft brew. It didn't even have a name. It just had a picture, and I actually didn't. I forgot it. I forgot it at the event. So maybe they have extras. Opinion on reward book. I mean, what else can you say before it's like just more than I would have ever expected, like supremely exceed its expectations, right? Who was not impressed by that? Who was not impressed by that? Carrot dangles your fetish? Oh god, check. That's good stuff. Okay, what's going on here? Why is chat breaking? Stunned by what we saw. Professor Murdoch. Snoogie Ball. Prestige rewards are insane. Monster Challenger is still coming. True. Like the style of Mahawken beer. It was good. True Delta, I saw you freaking out. I thought you seemed pretty happy about it. Delta, how do you like this stuff? Because you're like an RPG dude. You love this stuff, right? Does this interest you? I'm just curious how you feel about it. Sexy Santa Ada? Oh no. No, shirtless Philavandrel. No, please. Oh man. Alright, I'm still kind of eating lunch here. You like it? Yeah. A Striga skin? That makes sense, right? A little coffin she crawls out of? That would be awesome. Shoop needs a tree. Well, there's and then there's the seasonal tree too, right? There's going to be a different tree for each ranked season. That's cool. So they made that's how you get your borders and your avatars. Like that's how you get all the the seasonal rewards, and you get them right away. Titles and stuff. That's what I think it's gonna be. Are we gonna see more cards than what we saw in PTR? I don't think so. I think that some cards just might not stay the way they were if they were like I'm really worried about Camby. I don't want Camby to be in the game personally. It seems a little too RNG and like disgusting and angering. Like super frustrating card, Camby. I really don't like Camby. Tibor was overtuned, but I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was so bad, like effect-wise. I think he was just like too strong. they had some broken interactions, so hopefully they can fix that. Like Kahir was like boost when an enemy gets boosted, but if Kahir gets boosted against the Kahir, like they boost each other to infinity. So stuff like that, or like maybe give Epidemic a cap. I think that might be something they might have to do. I'm worried about the low value of like I'm worried about the low strength shelves and how easy it is to manipulate that, and like how powerful Scorch might be. So I don't know, maybe like if there might be enough counterplay for Scorch that if Scorch is meta, you can just play around it a lot. So maybe that's not a big deal. There's a lot of ways you can boost and stuff and have the multi-action turns and stuff. Ethna's probably gonna. I don't think Ethna's effect is gonna change though, but I think something like Emir's effect is gonna change because Emir was just like outclassed completely, and Nilfgaard had one passive leader and 3 single-use leaders. Like Emir should be different, I think. So I anticipate that's gonna happen. I think Emir's probably gonna be completely different. Seems like Calvin was the same. What's going on? I don't know why my alert didn't show up, but that was Delta giving me a $20 tip. Thanks, my friend. Thanks so much. Homecoming hype indeed. I mean, oh man. There's going to be so much to do. Like, there's just going to be so much to do. Like, the thing is, like, I feel like by not playing Thronebreaker day one, I'm actually still going to have, like, this progression-based, like, really fun time playing just playing Gwent. What leader should we start with, guys? I was thinking I want to start with Demavend, because I think that the Demavend Bloody Flail deck, Demavend or Est, I think were my favorite leaders, like, as far as, like, exploring, like, the limits of their power. I think Demavend and Est were those 2 cards for me. Thanks so much, Delta. I really appreciate that a lot. Stalwart supporter. Ethna probably gets nerfed, but her effect stays the same because it's okay. Like, I think Brewer needs to get a buff and Ethna needs to get a nerf. Brewer though, they got to be careful because if movement was undercosted, I think, and Brewer had like very reliable movement that also could be removal in some cases, like completely shutting people down. I think Brewer was like, painfully underrated because his ability was more about the movement than it was about the damage and the boost. But I think that Brewer probably gets maybe a little bit of love, and Ethna gets like a nerf. Maybe she gets like 1 charge removed. Phil Evandrel, I think, could probably be buffed by 2. I think that he was pretty underwhelming as well. I felt like Scoia'tael was kind of underwhelming in general. I think like Francesca probably could even stand to have more mulligans. Her ability is fine though. That's fine for Scoia'tael. We know that. But I mean, like Ethna, like you can basically take like 4 points of value away from her, like theoretically by not going into round 2 against her. But I mean, I don't know like if that's good or not. But the idea that there are leaders that benefit from going into rounds, like any leader with a cooldown or passive ability or charges that replenish on round, like Bran or Ethna, like those leaders cater to a specific play style, whereas you have like your bomb leaders that do probably believe that round 1 doesn't matter because they want to bomb the hell out of you in round 3, like playing 2 cards at once. So on the other side of like a Herald, or the other side of like Morvran, like you have to be playing like super defensive at all times because giving control of the game to like Morvran or Herald is like suicide unless you have like a counter lined up that you are so sure is going to work. Meanwhile, Morvran and Herald are also like risking you getting a bunch of extra value if you're an engine style leader at the same time, or a passive leader that gets value all the time. So the way the matchups are going to work, I think, is going to be really interesting. I think the matchups working out is going to be, because like every game is going to be like there's not a general concept of what the rounds mean. I think that round 1 doesn't matter is not. I do not believe that for any leader, but I do believe that there are going to be leaders that are going to want to get to round 3 as fast as possible, and they're going to want to have control to do so. So if you don't have control to do so, you get bled. That's bad. But getting bled and losing control of the game is not as crippling as it once was. Losing card advantage isn't as crippling, but it's harder to gain it. So it's like the cards you have up on your opponent are so much more valuable than the cards you are down on your opponent. So I just really think that we're going to see a lot of different like permutations of how to navigate based on who we're playing and who we're playing against. Moonlight, what's going on? Moonlight hadn't even seen that stuff. Hold on, I gotta... All right, you know, the Stream Elements overlay for OBS is awesome, but the chat scrolling isn't that good. Hype for different robe colors for Demavend? Yeah, I mean, if it's just robe colors, like, I mean, it's already above and beyond what I thought. Shirtless Philivandrel. Something more witchery, like headless Dem event. Hey, I mean, honestly, like, what if they did that? What if you just got like a head on a table for Dem event? That would be like hilarious. Hilariously flavorful and like not even just a skin. That would be funny. Is there a monster beer? No, monster beer is the only one they haven't done. Shivan99, are we going to see more cards? Oh yeah, you answered. That was the one that got me ranting. Can't believe they're moving in an even more generous direction for the game. You were expecting huge expansions. Otherwise, people get a full collection in the blink of an eye. Maybe, yeah. It seems like we're going to be okay, guys. It seems like this is for like the new players to really dig in, and like new players are going to have a lot more fun with it at first. I mean, maybe. I don't even know if that's true or not, what I just said. It probably could have been like a super untrue thing to say. I mean, we're going to get so much stuff early. It's going to be really fun for us on day one. I just don't think my shelf's going to be full right away, but I think like because of the prestige stuff, like there's always going to be stuff for us to do right away. Isaac Grimm _ saying, what happens when I unlock all the ore rewards? Will I never be able to get ore again? I highly doubt that. Highly, highly, highly doubt that. Morpher and Hippie? Yeah. Huge list of leader skins. Well, you see characters like Geralt, yes, yes. Geralt, Yen, Triss, I'm tired, guys, as leaders on the board. I mean, probably not, but I don't know. I don't think so. Cyborg Eridan's good. Yeah, Cyberpunk Eridan. That would be so awesome. Versatile Mage, is there other multiple choice cards back? I mean, there are some. There are some of them like that, like Iris, but she's like row modal, I guess. I like the row modal stuff. I think 3 options might be too good, but you could still make it, I guess. You could still make it. Ethna had, yeah, the other thing, Ethna, like Eridan, was like a really strong leader that also had a ton of mulligans, so she just seemed like even that much stronger. Because she could fix your hand and just beat the crap out of you, and like you'd never get an engine out because she'd kill your most crucial engine like every time. Like she could do, like Ada would have to, if Ada needed to remove, like she only can do that once and it's overkill, but Ethna could just do that and also good lineup scorches. So it seemed like really good. Pretty cool stream. Yeah, Moonlight, it was such a cool stream.
14 BTW.
Faden with the sub. I mean, the alert window is a little, let's not just completely dismantle this, guys. The alert window is a little not so great on this screen, but Faden with 14 months. 14 BT dubs. Thanks so much, Faden, for being an OG. Can't wait to play when it's live, just like you lot. Moonlight CDPR, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. We'll be talking to your friend Radix very soon, I think. And hopefully you as well. Saw some of it a while back. Nice to see it as a complete package. Yeah, it looked very complete, right? It looked very finished. Very finished. Headless Dem event for Halloween. I'll let you know, McBeard, you're switching to a PC account and restarting. Oh, that's cool. You know what? Your journey will be, it would be, I really want to know, like, I would like to know in depth what your journey is like. Maybe we can talk about, like your view as like an experienced player, like kind of being like forced to go through it. But you're going to be having like the best time to do it. So how sweet is that though? Like the console players that made the jump over to PC, like have this whole new system to like start off at rank 1 and like kind of go through all that. So I think it'd be really interesting because I think a lot of people would want to know what that's like, even though like I want to know what it's like, but I also want to like progress on my own account because I want to be like, I want to have like a really high ranked account and I want to have like a bunch of achievements and stuff. So I want to just like crush that right away. Hitchhiker to Galaxy with a 300-bit cheer. Now your #1 viewer. That he's the best. I mean, that's what Twitch does. Puts a little #1 there. And thanks so much for the support. Hitchhiker 2, not the Galaxy. Hitchhiker 2 Galaxies. Thanks so much. Redania confirmed his NR archetype because of the avatar. Yeah, let's not jump to those conclusions, but we'll see. We'll see. You're going to go from level 8 down to level 8? Yeah, I'm probably going to be like rank... So they said that 100 would be prestige 40, so it's 1-to-1, right? So I'll be prestige... They say 60. I'll be prestige 118. I'll be level 18. Because I don't think I'm going to get a level before this hits. Let's be honest with you guys. I'm doing more preparation for the channel than thinking about streaming live one. I've kind of want to just like review my notes and think about the future. But yeah, probably prestige 18. What's going on with levels for our transition? Yeah, I think it's 1-to-1. It's 1-to-1. Chappy. I think it's good. All right, dudes. I think that's some pretty good stuff. I think I'm glad I got to watch that stream with you guys, and I am very, very excited for the future. And there's going to be another stream tomorrow, and I will be live for it. If it's like, I mean, I don't want to make any promises unless it's like, if it's like a 3 o'clock stream for me. But if they do it at 11 o'clock and it's a 5 o'clock stream, I can promise you that I can do 5 o'clock. 3 o'clock, I just don't want to make any promises just because I don't know like how I'm going to be sleeping today. You guys can see probably how tired I look. It's because I am. Yeah. I mean, you guys could just catch up on it later, but it'll be nice to be alive and see stuff. So yeah, check out the VOD if you want to see how I reacted to it. Check out the VOD. It'll be on CD Projekt Red, twitch.tv/CD Projekt Red. And I am going to probably work on just some things to get uploaded to various channels, Patreon, YouTube, stuff like that. So I'll be around. I'm just not going to be live streaming of the game. Just going to be putting out some cool Gwenty stuff. Maybe that Lost Challenger video from number 4. I think that would be a nice one that I can finally put up on Patreon and then later on YouTube. But yeah, we're going to get some rest. We're gonna do some light internet work. I'm gonna clean up my office. It's a little bit of a mess. I left in a hurry for Poland, and it's my first time in here. And there's gonna be a stream tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. And from there, I mean, then it's just we're counting the days, right? We're counting the days. 4 days, 3 days. I'm busy on voting day, so I'll be streaming in the morning of Monday. But then I'll be streaming if the homecoming launch is something like 6 a.m. I stream at 5 a.m. Then. See you guys later.